Okay guys, this is a video for a 2021 Honda Accord. I'm going to explain to you all the buttons in the vehicle. Okay, this is the brightness control. Controls how bright the interior lights are. This is the trip control. At the very bottom, it cycles through the trip and the odometer. This right here, if it's all the way to the right, it's going to control the right side view mirror. So we can go left, right, up, down, and then swap this over to the left, and you can control this one. This is the lock and unlock buttons. This is the window lock button, and then your 4 window switches. Okay, here's the left hand. You can turn on your brights, auto, fog lights, and then turning signals. And then this one controls the wiper settings and how much rain there is, or if there's little. That controls the time between the wipe. And then this right here, if you push it down, you can change your steering wheel position, and then just push it back up when you're done to lock it. This is the road departure mitigation switch. If you turn it on, you can cycle through and turn it on or off with this right here. So you can collision mitigation, braking system, turn it on, turn it off, just whichever one you want to do. So that's what this does. And then this is the traction control. You can turn it off by holding it, or you can hold it and turn it on. So I'm going to turn it off by holding it, turn it off by holding it, and turn it on by holding it. Okay, so this button is the pickup button. You can press it to go directly to the phone screen or to answer an incoming call. This is the hang up button. Press it to end a call or cancel a command. This is the talk button. You can press it to call a number with your stored voice tag. Those are those 3. So if you press this, you go back to the home page, which is this. This controls the radio, volume up, volume down. This one right here is the lane keeping assist button, system button. And if you press this, if it's on, it'll help you stay in the lines. So it kind of maps out where the lines are, and it self-steers for you if you go out of those lines. So let's watch this. If I try to go out of the line, it'll give me a warning, lane departure, and then go back. So this is kind of automated steering, but not quite. It is still very important for you to watch where you're going. It's not a Tesla or anything like that, but it does help a lot. So that's something that is really nice. Next you have the set button and the resume button. And again, the resume button will also speed up the vehicle. The set button will slow down the vehicle if it's already set. If you press that button, it'll slow it down. Next we have the parking brake. You just press that when the vehicle is in park. To turn it off, you push it down. And the brake hold is if you're stopped with the vehicle in drive at like a stop sign or a stop light, you can press it and that turns on the brake hold. So we're going to press it again, and it only comes off if you press the gas. So my foot's not even on the brake right now, and it is still working, but if I press the gas, the brake hold comes off. And every time I press the brake again, the hold comes on, and we're gonna just turn it off by hitting this, and it turns off. So that's a pretty cool thing to use if you have a lot of stop and go traffic. Okay, the Econ button and the Sport button. The Econ button, if you press this, you'll mainly feel the difference in highway speeds. The gas pedal will feel a little bit softer, and you'll have reduced acceleration, but you'll gain better gas mileage. Also in cruise control, you won't downshift as quickly, and driving uphill you may decrease the speed rather than increase it, just so you get better gas mileage. Also the air conditioning, it will turn the compressor on and off more often just to save on gas. And the transmission changes shift points. So this is all just little tweaks to the vehicle to get better gas mileage. The Sport, on the other hand, does away with the tweaks and just gives you more control, more kick to your vehicle, and better shifting points, better throttle response, and all that other stuff. So use the Sport mode if you want to have better response and you don't really care about gas mileage. Use the Econ button if you want to save as much gas as you can and just have a better economy ride. Okay, right here we have the power source, power outlet, and then the USB cable connector. Under the glove box, we have another power outlet down there. This is the trunk release. So if you press it, it releases the trunk. Here is the hood release. Here's the engine start stop. In order to start the engine, you have to have your foot on the brake. Here's the climate control. Turn it on by pushing. You can also you can turn auto on by pushing here. If the green light's on, that means it's on auto. Change the temperature by doing that. Change the temperature here as well. If you want to sync these two together, just press the sync button. Now if I change it on the driver's side, it changes the passenger side as well. AC button, click it on, click it off. Rear defrost, front defrost. Mode, you can change what mode you're in. Air recirculation, you can turn it on or off. This turns on or off the climate control. Turn it on, change the speed with that, and again, on for auto. That just syncs it to this temperature. Then if you want to do manual, you just manually hit that. This is your hazard switch. Press it and your hazards go on. Okay, this main trunk release button, it's called the trunk main switch. It disables the trunk release button on the remote transmitter or your key fob, and the trunk release button on the trunk lid to protect luggage in the trunk. So you can turn it off or you can turn it on. More of a security, if you're valet parking it, you can turn it on and then lock it so they can't get into the trunk even if they try to open it, and then turn it off if you don't care about that. And then even if you use the key fob or the switch in here, they can still get into the trunk. So turn it on or turn it off. This is the info screen system, the navigation. You start with the home button. This is the home screen. You can scroll through and there's different things you can press on there. If you go to the phone, this is where you would see your phone if you connected it. Settings, you can go through all the settings, System settings, you can set the daytime, language, sensitivity, all that stuff. Connections, Wi-Fi connections, Bluetooth smartphone connection. For Wi-Fi, you can get it to connect something. You can get it to connect to a Wi-Fi. Bluetooth, you can find a Bluetooth device and connect it that way. And then smartphone connection with a USB, Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You can change your display settings. Sound, you can change the sound settings, the equalizer, and then vehicle settings, TPMS calibration. If you want to recalibrate your tire pressure monitor system, you can do it that way. Driver assist, meter setup, lighting setup, door window setup, maintenance info, all that fun stuff. You can do it that way. And then camera as well. Rear camera. You can turn on the fixed guideline or the dynamic guideline. That just kind of shows where you're going when you're backing up. So that's for the settings. If you click this, you go into the FM radio station, Bluetooth audio, smartphone connection if you have a smartphone connected. If you want to stay on the trip computer screen while you're driving, it'll show instant miles per gallon, your range, all that stuff. This will show you your text messages if you have a phone connected. And then USB if you have a phone connected or something connected via USB. AM, compass, Honda Link, your clock, and then you can check for system updates. You just have to have USB or a wireless connection. And the Honda Link, so Honda Link, you can kind of store information in the vehicle, and it's kind of for diagnostics. People can kind of see, maybe the dealership can see how your vehicle drives and use that information to fix a vehicle. Okay, so this button is the screen brightness, so that you can turn it off if you're in the dark or turn it on if you're in the light. You can go to the clock and the home screen, your phone if you have one connected, audio to whatever's playing right now, and then you can change the source, AM, FM, USB, audio, smartphone. Let's go to AM, or sorry, let's go to FM. This is how you scroll through the channels. Click the station list, and you can scroll through it that way. And then if you want to change the sound again, the equalizer, just go to there. And then up here, these are quick buttons. So you can go to your phone, FM, audio, Bluetooth the device, you can do all that stuff. Time. And I think that's all. If you guys need to know anything else, let me know, or check your user manual. But that's how you run that.